Girl, you got me twisted, baby. I got everything you need tonight. What are you gonna do, baby? See, girl, you got my love wide open, baby. Girl, you got me twisted, baby. I got everything you need tonight. What are you gonna do? Tell me, baby. You know you want this love of mine. Baby, baby, yes you do. I got everything you need.
This song, yes. Oh, that's already started. Word. Good afternoon, everyone. It is the Studio W Sports page brought to you by J&J. I'm your host, your main man, Mill. And this will be a little different, a little bit topsy-turvy today, but we're going to have some fun because, as you can tell, I don't have my guys with me today. Oh no, I ain't got my guys with me today. They outside. They on location. Shout out to Kevin Harris. He's going. I think he's going to the Orioles game today. And and my man Mr. Romar 52. He's down in Portsmouth celebrating the birthday. And they're gonna have some good food, good times, good vibes. And I expect some reports on both of them next week when we get it in. But that don't mean we ain't gonna have an action-packed show because as you can tell, I got the boxing guru online, Mr. Mark Daniels, with me, and also to my right of me, since I ain't got my guys riding ankle with me, I got the man himself, the CEO, Mr. WB will be my ride or die partner today. I can't wait, Mr. Mark. How you doing, sir?
I'm hanging in there, brother. How you doing?
Oh, everything is everything, man. I can't complain one bit, man. 1 week. It's gonna be us. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, and I want to get it all in because as you can tell, we kind of outside today. My guys ain't gonna be here, and coming soon, I might have to skip a week myself because I'm going back to being on those on call shifts. So as soon as I get that schedule, I'm gonna chop it up with you guys about that. But man, it's a lot of stuff going on in the world of sports today. I want to talk, but first thing I want to talk about the hottest thing that's going on right now. And one thing that you reported to first, Mark, and I swear, whenever it comes to boxing and whenever somebody's a free agent going somewhere, somebody's getting traded, I swear, Mark, you do not miss. And you did it again. You was the first one that I ain't gonna, you said you believed it, but when it comes to things like that, I take your beliefs and your thoughts and your feelings, and I take that as golden. And I could have went to Vegas with this one because you were the first one that we believed. When you said it, we started believe. But you said LeBron was going to Philly, and you was right. So LeBron, so Dad, Mark, y'all give me y'all thoughts on this, right? Your first reactions. I need your first reactions on this one.
I wasn't surprised. I mean, it made the most sense. My heart, I ain't gonna lie to you, would have said, hey, either he going back to home to Cleveland or go to Golden State and play with Steph. But he wants another ring. I think underneath all that, people tend to forget he's chasing some legacies himself. And the team that would be most ready for him to get to that point right now would have been Boston. A month ago, Mill, we wouldn't even thought about Philly. But once Jaylen Brown got there, I said, uh-oh. And then, I was down in Atlanta and I talked to a fellow Unionite who had some connections, and he said, man, the Grumblings, I'm hearing this. He's looking at Philly. Then I went back home for my family reunion, for our hometown reunion, met with a few folks that knew a few folks. They said he's going to Philly. I started looking at it, man. I'm being honest. It made the most sense from a team perspective. If they can just get Joel Embiid for the playoffs,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. They're going to be deep, man. I really project them to be the team to come out of the East next year, barring injury. Barring injury, they would be the team to beat.
I'm shocked. I was shocked. I didn't hear your prediction a few weeks ago, Mark, but I was wondering, I said, where's LeBron going? And I was thinking, okay, Golden State perhaps, maybe back to Miami or Cleveland. I said, okay, man, I'm thinking he might go to Cleveland. And then I had no idea, but you're right. If we can get Embiid to stay on the court,
Camera.
okay, the camera.
Your camera.
All right, I got it. Okay, no problem there. We can get Embiid to stay on the court. Man, look, I'm telling you right now, because Embiid, to me, is the baddest center in the game today. And that's my opinion on that, right? But we just can't stay. He can't stay on the court. But you're right. You take him. You got Maxey, and then Jaylen Brown. That's a bad boy. I still say that Boston didn't show him the appreciation that he deserved. All right, because I don't think they would have won the championship without him. What do you say, Mel?
Well,
Go ahead, Mark.
I'll put it to you like this. See, unfortunately, Jason Tatum was more box office, and he appeals to the Boston fan. Jaylen Brown was their lunch pail guy. He came to work, got dirty, and the thing that kind of really stuck out to me is when they lost Tatum. And man, this dude got them to what, the number 1 or 2 seed in the East.
Absolutely.
And so, in my opinion of knowing how LeBron is, I think he analyzed every situation. You got to remember, just 2 years ago, Jaylen Brown basically said his son sucked. And so I really wondered how that would work. And I think LeBron said, man, this is my last shot. I'm putting all that behind me. They got VJ Epscombe. They're going to have, you think about him and Maxey in the backcourt. You got LeBron and Jaylen Brown at the fours and Embiid at center. I mean, they're going to have a decent backup center, etc. LeBron is going there on a veteran's minimum, so he's not disrupting the cash flow at all.
No.
That lets you know how serious he is about trying to get a ring when he signs for the veteran's minimum. You went from making $53 million to $2 million.
Right.
That's a $50 million pay cut. I mean, this dude, in my opinion, if I'd known he was going to go for the veterans minimum, hell, I'd have been a team like OKC. I'd have tried to get him.
Hey, look.
Yeah, but it was already known that he was going for the veteran minimum. He said it when he left, when he made that announcement. He said this one is not going to be about the money.
You know where I mean, there was a couple other teams. If he was going to do this, that I thought would have fit. If he'd went to San Antonio, you could write that ticket right now.
Right.
If he went to Denver, you could just about write a ticket right now. You go to OKC, you can write a ticket right now. I think he looked at it and said, you know what? The path through the East is going to be way easier than going through the West. I think in reality, Philly's got to be the favorite.
I think he looked at this as Jaylen Brown would be the best number 2 to him if it came down to it.
Yeah.
Well, you look at it this way, Mill. You look at it this way. The teams they were talking about was the top teams, Miami. And man, they ain't have nobody to put around. I mean, they got Giannis and Bam. You got 2 big dudes.
Miami was going to be a project.
But you have nothing to build around that.
Right.
You go to Golden State.
Everybody's too old.
Everybody already passed their prime. Then you look at Philly, young boys. Tyrese Maxey's a clutch sports prime.
Oh yeah.
You got rid of Paul George.
You're working with LeBron.
Shout out to the team president too.
Well, that Bob Myers is a bad dude. That new general manager, the dude that came from Golden State. I mean, Philly has all the pieces there for him to win. I could not ever imagine seeing him in a 76ers uniform. I think it's going to look odd. Cleveland. I guess he felt like they didn't have enough in place for him to have them there. I'll be honest, if he goes back to Cleveland, I think they're the favorite.
Now Cleveland got too many. Cleveland ain't got enough dog in them. They got the skill. Don't get me wrong, but as far as a killer instinct, the championship instinct, as far as those guys go, it's kind of hard for me to believe in them because they got. I mean, they keep choking in the first couple rounds. You got James Harden on that team.
Oh, see, that's part of the problem right there.
Me and Fatu has always been, man, you know, I'm starting to change my mind on this, but we gave up on Donovan Mitchell a while ago. Now, last couple of years, yes, I've been impressed with his playoff performance, but in years prior, you know, we lost money behind him if we were gambling, man. So,
well, you know what? They got the big men. Evan Mobley. You got Jarrett Allen. James Harden would have re-signed. You got, say LeBron. You had a lot of stuff in place there, man. I mean, I know what you're saying.
Mobley and Allen, yeah, their performance count. I don't know if it was one. It might have been Jarrett Allen that I was disappointed in this last playoff series.
I can't remember. I thought he balled out. I think it was Evan Mobley.
Yeah, well, one of them disappointed. One of them disappointed. I can't remember which one. I apologize for that, but I know one of them did not play to the potential of him earning big money, to say the least. But that's the thing. It's kind of hard for us to believe in Cleveland. But like I agree with you, Mark. Where there's a ton of places where he could have been. You can write them off right now. But now he's in Philly. And just like my foot was on the Knicks' throat to get it done, this year Philly has to get it done.
Oh yeah.
The pressure is on them right now. There's no and no one is more happier than Giannis Antetokounmpo, because the pressure is off of Miami to even make the play in now. Everybody's eyes is on Philly. They have to get the job done this year.
Let me ask you a question, Mill. If LeBron was in San Antonio, do they lose that series to New York?
Nope. No. No. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because if LeBron was on that Spurs squad, there will not be that many missed layups. Point blank. Period.
Well,
get me past the missed layups.
And if you check out that series with San Antonio, man, look, I don't understand it, because they led for 3 quarters and sometimes 3.5 quarters each of those games that they lost.
They couldn't close out. They couldn't close out in the fourth.
They couldn't close it out.
They missed so many layups.
Man.
It warmed Pat Ewing's heart.
I think if LeBron was there, they definitely would have closed out, because he has the experience, right? Of course. Now, having said that, LeBron's in Philly. You still gonna have to deal with the Spurs coming up this year. I think they're gonna go back to the finals, and that's gonna be a tough one. All right, got a year behind their belt. They went all the way to the finals, and they had a chance. They definitely had a chance.
Yes, they would have.
So now, did the Spurs pick up anybody?
Yeah, they picked up Tobias Harris.
Uh-oh.
I got mixed feelings about Tobias Harris.
What about it? He's a good defensive player.
Yeah, but
You know what?
he's also on that stealing money list.
Yeah, but I put it to you like this: he sucked in that last finals Detroit was in. That dude, he didn't show up.
Man,
Remember, Philadelphia chose Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler. He
But
still
see, that was their fault.
well, see, the thing about it is, I think. Oh, speaking of Detroit, now to me, they were the dark horse last year. They shocked me. Now they folded when it got down to the end. So what are they going to look like this year coming up?
They got to re-sign Jalen Duren.
And Jalen Duren has to want to play there.
You know, I thought the Lakers, when the Lakers went out and they entertained him and Walker Kessler, I thought he would have been the better choice. See, the Lakers got me wondering, William, are they trying to get away from ethnicity on that team? Because that whole squad is white.
Hey, they need to get rid of the coach. But you know what, Mark? You got a point there. You definitely got a point
Well,
there.
they got Bronny.
But come on, they thought that. I mean,
They got Quentin Grimes.
Man,
I know
look,
Quentin Grimes light skin.
hey,
and you
they're
might
big
not,
three. They're big three: Luka, Austin Reeves, Walker Kessler.
yeah,
Come on now.
and they're going to lose, and they are going to lose. I think you're right. And then the coach, man, JD,
Well,
JD. Go ahead.
William, this gets my man fired, Rob Pelinka,
Yeah.
because you did nothing. They want to make a big deal about a dude that played 12 games last year.
Man, look.
Now, I'll be honest with you. I don't think JJ Redick's a bad coach.
No, he's not. But Mill, if you was going to make that move, okay, Walker Kessler, you've been better off going to Portland and getting Jonathan Klingon. I mean, it wouldn't have been no difference.
Yeah.
You get a Jalen Duren, that I know he didn't do great in the playoffs. You got to change that, young man. But I mean, it makes a difference.
Yeah. But I think that's more on Jalen Duren because I think to package them up a little bit, Jalen Duren and Anthony Davis have the same issue. They want to stay where they at, but they want the money from where they're staying where they at.
Anthony Davis, he's still with Dallas.
No.
Anthony Davis in Washington. But
Oh.
Anthony Davis wants to stay in Washington. They want to keep Anthony Davis in Washington, but they're not trying to pay they're not trying to pay Anthony Davis what he wants.
Well, here's the other problem. Now the Lakers, they've been flirting.
Detroit's not trying to give him that.
Well, they've been flirting with Jonathan Kuminga. Now, Jonathan Kuminga ain't all that great to where he can keep shutting people off.
Right.
I mean, you got something to prove. You know, but I feel like this. You got Luka, Walker Kessler, Austin Reed. Hey, man, that might not even get you into the play-in.
Yeah.
And out there, it might do it. Well, I don't even know they'll do that in the East. I don't know, because I feel like the East is the West is still stronger, but the East is up and coming a little bit.
Well, you got a team, and you got a team in the West that nobody's talking about. They got some dudes that got to prove themselves. That's Portland. And they got John Morant. That dude, Demi Adaja, whatever his name, that dude's all-star.
Mm-hmm.
They up and coming.
Mm-hmm. So Job went to Portland.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Man, John Morant, the dude got all the skills in the world. As a matter of fact, he's a great ball player. Now, but see, his mind doesn't match up with his skills sometimes. Some of the things that he does and this type of thing. But it might be glad that it might be good that he left. Because he was with Memphis, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it might be good that he got out of Memphis. I don't know. I hope so. But I think it's going to take some old cat with the old school logic, to come on and coach this guy.
I put it to you like this, William. he fails in Portland, he's out the league. There ain't no tomorrow.
And it's not like Portland really needed Ja Morant. Ja needs Portland more than Portland needs Ja. And I'm gonna say it like, cause they got plenty of guards. You got Damian Lillard's there, Drew Holiday's there. Remember they drafted Scoot Henderson, and that's the point. They ain't got Ja, and Ja was like with the 5th point guard because he'll be the 4th one. I mean, you got Shaden Sharp and John Tony as your shooting guards.
So how are they going to spread
Chris
around the
Young.
minutes? How are they going to spread the minutes?
I just want to know who's going to play the 2 and who's going to play the 3.
Well, that's my question. I mean, that's one of my questions anyway. Who's going to play the 3? And that is the question to be asked there. Yeah, who's going to play that 3?
I like Donovan Clingan. They got Robert Williams III. They got Yang Has. Those are your centers. Tamari Kamara. That's for Braden Carlson, Michael Park. I mean, those are your bigs. Okay, so they kind of okay with the big, but that 2 and the 3 Portland got to figure out. Their guard and their 3 spot they got to figure out, because they are loaded at guard, but where are you gonna put them all?
And it's still too late. It's too late to move anybody now, right?
Oh no! Moves can still be made.
Okay. Huh. Interesting.
You got what? We got July, August, September, October. You got 2 months before for you got 2 months before we really start talking some real NBA stuff.
Well, then it's that back office then that needs to take a look at what you're saying.
They're gonna figure it out.
That's what they're getting paid for.
I mean, push come to shove. I mean, Drew Holiday can guard a 3, but you really want him guarding your 1s or your 2s, because that's your best perimeter defender on the squad. And pretty much, I really wish Milwaukee didn't do what they did, but that's neither here or there. That was awful.
Interesting. Now I got a question. Now, did Golden State get anybody that's meaningful, or did they get anybody that can change their chemistry?
Well, they try to get rid of Draymond.
I would have gotten rid of
No,
Draymond.
no, he actually opted out with the hopes that they would sign LeBron, then he would come back in. Now they just got to re-sign him. They ain't got no choice.
Well, you know how I feel about Draymond. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him.
Now, they got some good additions. They got Kristaps Porzingis there. Al Horford came over there.
Well,
Okay.
Shake Milton.
you got the dude from out of Michigan, Vandenberg, whatever his name, Yenderberg, that's pretty good.
Yeah, they drafted him. We like what they did in the draft.
Yeah, I think what they're going to have to do, there's still some free agents out there. You still got DeMar DeRozan, Russell Westbrook.
One of them 2 gonna be in Miami. I don't think both of them going to Miami.
No, I think it's going to be DeRozan.
Or DeRozan to Miami. I like that. Because I'm a Giannis fan now. So remember that I told you, wherever Giannis is going, I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a Miami Heat fan now.
Oh, let's put that Heat down. Let's put that team down.
Yes, and I like them. I like that move, DeMar DeRozan there, because he's going to score the basket. He's going to give you that, and it's not pretty much from the 3s, but he's going to give you the 2s. He's going to get to the free throw line, and I think he will complement Bam and Giannis better than LeBron would. And Miami needs guards.
All right.
They got the forward spot figured out. They got forward and center figured out. They got the bigs figured out. They just need some shooters, which they also got Tim Hardaway Jr., which I love that move. And I forgot what they did in the draft, but they did have a good draft. But I like DeMar DeRozan there. They need a star. That's the star power they need.
Well,
From
you got to remember, OKC then got rid of some dudes. They got rid of Isaiah Joe. They got rid of Lou Dort. They got rid of who's the other guy that can shoot? Damn. And they went rid of one other guy. They done lost three of their Wallace. I can't. What was his name? Kate. Dang, I know they got rid of Isaiah Joe, Lou Dort, and one other guy.
Uh-huh. And who did they get in replace now? Did that hurt them? Or did they help them?
They ain't replacing with anybody.
Oh, well, they got some. Hey, they better get to stepping then. They better get to stepping.
they got Ade Morrow.
So, okay, see?
They drafted Ade Morrow.
Yeah, but who did they?
Jared McCain from Philly.
Okay.
They Aaron Wiggins. They traded Aaron Wiggins to the Hawks. Isaiah Joe they traded to Detroit.
Lou Dort went to the Hawks.
Isaiah Joe they traded to.
All right. Let's see. Man, it's incredible. It's incredible. All right, while you guys looking that up, let me ask a question then. So, with Giannis going to Miami, Milwaukee, they're not going to make the playoffs this year.
You know what, William? They might be better than you think.
Okay. All
Go
right,
ahead.
enlighten me.
You'll have Tyler Hero there. They got Miles Turner. They're going to have some pieces there, believe it or not.
Aaron Wiggins. That was the other one.
Yeah, I mean, they got some pieces there. I mean, I think they'll do enough to get to the play-in.
Okay. So what did they get? What did they get for Giannis?
A lot of draft picks.
Okay.
And
Tyler Hero, and you got that, and the Khalil Ware.
You said what did Milwaukee get?
Yeah, they got Khalil Ware. They got
They got Tyler Hero,
Hero.
which is the bad. They got Tyler Hero's bad contract,
And they got Jaime Jaquez too.
which is really what's all the draft picks for. They had to get somebody to to unload that contract, and Tyler Hero goes home. He's from Milwaukee, so that works out for them.
So coming up, I know we talked about some of our favorites. You know, we talked about Miami. All right, we talked about Philly, Boston. After getting, I still say that's a stupid move. Stupid move. Who did Boston get? Who did they get?
They got Paul George.
See, that's the dumbest. You mean to tell me? I don't know why they really didn't appreciate Jaylen Brown, but are you going to tell me that you're going to let Jaylen Brown go and you're going to get Paul George?
And a bunch of draft picks.
Yeah, that was just a mess.
Man, you don't let a Jaylen Brown go. And you know, a lot of people are trying to say that the reason why, and it might be something to it too, that Jaylen Brown was too smart. They talk about the man's acumen, right? They talk about his intelligence as if that's a bad thing.
Which is more the reason why LeBron wanted to play with him.
Hey, so I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I would want to play with him too.
And you gotta think about it, he was in Boston. Now, I know there's a lot of us out there that are Celtics fans. I know Fatu's a I was a Red Sox fan. I got a couple friends Patriots fans. But let's not act like Boston has been one of the most racist sports towns in America.
It always has been, going back to Bill Russell.
So this is nothing new. So it's nothing new with Boston. It's just the fact that they're dumb. We gotta call a spade a spade. They're dumb enough to trade one of their best players to the ops.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
You don't do that. And see, the thing about it, that's the kind of team that wants you to shut up and dribble.
You either gotta be extremely cocky or extremely stupid, and you can be both.
Yep. They sure fit that bill. Because that is dumb. That's one of the lifetime players, man. Once in a lifetime type players, man. Whether it's Jalen Brown, the guy got skills. He stays on the court. Because keep in mind, when they're fair, I call him fairhead. But anyway, when the boy went down, all right, who carried that team? Jalen Brown did. Now, is White still with them?
Yes, Devin White is still there.
I think Devin White is a decent player.
Yeah, they still got good players around them, but there was the thing about the Jalen Brown situation. And even still, extremely cocky, extremely stupid. But they were not going to pay him what they were going to have to pay him if they owed him. I mean,
Well, you got to remember something, Mill. They gave the dude $300 million.
yeah, and he was going to be eligible for another supermax worth $80 million per season.
Wow. Because right now, I think he was just making maybe $3 million more than Paul George was. Now, who in the world?
Paul George, at the end of the day, it saves Boston $10 million. Jalen Brown's making $60 million. Paul George would have cost him $50 million.
Paul George was making $50 million last year.
Yeah,
I think he made 53.
Yeah, so Jalen Brown was only making like $10 million more.
Okay, I misread something because I thought he was making like 57.
I mean, whatever it is, it's 10 on average annual value.
Okay.
He was making like $10 million more. And if they had kept him, he'd have been eligible for another max extension, which in essence he had been making $80 million a season.
So the contract that he had, when was that supposed to run out?
At the end of the season.
Oh, at the end of the season.
Or extension eligible at the end of the season. So they were up against that. But still, you don't trade this man to the ops.
And you don't trade him for Paul George. I can't get over that. I can't get over that.
Like I totally get why they traded him, but they really did not have to trade him. And if I was in their shoes, I wouldn't have traded him.
And look here, and Paul George's best season was when he was with the Clippers. And I think, my God, my man went down.
I think his best years was with the Pacers.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Who was that?
What, with the Clippers? Who am I?
You talking about Paul George?
Yeah, when he was with the Clippers, and I think
when he was with Indiana before the horrendous knee injury he had.
Yeah, he did have a bad knee injury. I understand that. Okay.
Before that, he was with the Pacers. While he was rehabbing from that, that's when he came and went to the Clippers.
And now with the Clippers, that season I'm speaking of, then they go to the finals.
What final? Western Conference Final.
Yeah, I believe so. And Paul George had a chance to help them pull that thing out, and he choked. You know,
yes.
I'm gonna put him in the same category that I put James Harden. I don't like James Harden. I think he's overpaid also. I definitely think he's overpaid. Now, where is he now?
He is a free agent. Well, that will be re-signing with Cleveland. Yeah, he opted out his contract to try to make some room for LeBron.
Oh, okay.
So he opted out his contract, but since they couldn't land LeBron, I think he will be back with them.
Okay.
I believe so. My personal opinion, he can go back to Houston.
Okay.
The strip club, that is, not the basketball team.
Yeah. Now, talking about LeBron, though, I understand, he signs for the veteran minimum. I understand that over the next 2 years, they're going to pay him $8 million, right?
Yeah.
They're going to pay him $8 million. Well, he could have gotten more money. Now, he said it was not about the money. Of course, LeBron is super wealthy. I understand that. But I'm going to disagree with him on that. LeBron, if you didn't want the money, go and ask for the money and give it to charity. Open up another school.
Ain't nobody. Well, I can't say that.
Well, I ain't working for free. You're gonna give me something.
Oh yeah, get the money. Get the money.
Yeah,
So I don't need your money. The owners making all the money. They got the big bucks. Hey, get in their pocket, make them pay you, and like I said, build another school, give it to a worthwhile charity, youth organization, whatever it is. Get the money. So I appreciate him being humble about this. I appreciate the fact that he's not a greedy guy. But I'm gonna tell you what: if you in a situation or you're in a business and your bosses are greedy, get greedy along with them.
yeah. I can on the business side. I can't knock LeBron. I mean, he's one of the best to ever do it.
Oh, he's great businessman. But I'm saying get that extra 50, 60 million dollars or whatever you could get. What do you think that he could have gotten if he wanted? He could have gotten.
Well, I put it to you like this: he's making so much money outside of with endorsements,
Right.
really
That's
didn't
true.
hurt him. Now, the way the way a lot of teams were structured and set up, believe it or not, William, there wasn't too many teams that could have offered him more than a veterans minimum. Maybe a mid-level exception,
Maybe you got okay. You got a point there.
You talking
because yeah, but now he ain't going there.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm saying teams that really could have played him, they were capped out. I mean, all these teams were capped out. The Knicks ain't got no room. Who would have room for him?
I don't know.
Anywhere he played, he was going to have to play for the veterans minimum for any team of contention.
Well, if that's
You
the case,
don't
then I understand. I understand.
You can't handcuff the Spurs to a point because now you're putting them in a position where they can't They just gave Wembanyama $250 million. You can't re-sign your Castles, Vassals. My man, they got the Sixth Man of the Year award. I mean, these teams weren't willing to strap themselves for a 2-year run with this cat.
Yeah, and he already had that reputation. I mean, you start paying LeBron the big bucks, and now he's gonna get that flex. Now he's gonna get that in office flex, and he's gonna try to bring in his guys and pay the guy and pay them their maxes and whatever. We've seen this time and time again where LeBron has gone to a place, took over the wallet, and left them in ruins. He did that in Miami. He did that in Cleveland twice, and Miami. Everywhere he's been. This is the first time where he has left the place where they had some kind of, and they were still in some kind of good financial stability. This is the first time it's happened. First time it's ever happened. So I totally get why he was in Philly. Like I said, I'm glad he's not in Miami. But if he didn't go to Philly, Miami would have been my most logical choice because one thing nobody's talking about is LeBron's injury history. Now he's been healthy. He was really healthy this past season, but once
he missing 20 games. Embiid missing 50. So the pressure was on them to get to the playoffs. And once they get there, they better not mess it up.
Right. They got to be healthy.
So now let's talk about Embiid a little bit. I think what can help if they manage his time. Somebody on the text thread said something about if you can get 30 minutes a game out of Embiid.
Man, you can't get no 30 minutes out that cat. I mean, that ain't happening. In my opinion, if you can just get 30 games out of the year, preferably you would rather have him in April and May because they can carry him through them other months.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, did they resign? Hey, did they sign Andre Drummond?
Yep.
Oh, what, Philly?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, then they got a legitimate big man there. See, that takes a whole lot. See, that makes the whole difference there. Mm-hmm. It really does.
Okay.
Because now you got Drummond who can. I mean, at least he's serviceable.
Oh, he's serviceable. He's a great defensive player,
and he's going to get you the rebound.
Now, if you get like you say now, you say you can't get 30 minutes out of Embiid. All right, well, give me 20.
Look, William, if you get 15 minutes out of this cat, you're doing a phenomenal job. I mean,
Oh no! I take that back. He's with the Knicks.
Oh,
Andre Drummond.
Andre Drummond.
well, DeAndre Jordan or somebody signed with Philly.
I thought they got somebody. Yeah, I thought they got a big man. Who did they get?
It might. Now DeAndre Jordan, he re-signed with the Pelicans.
Well, then they got to go get some. Then they got to go get somebody. I
They
mean, DeAndre Ayton, where did he go?
He's in Philly. I mean, he's in LA, ain't he?
No, they traded him.
There's Joseph. Hey, Joe.
What's up? What's up?
All right, man.
What did
How
they
you doing?
We talking about the NBA picks.
Dean Wade.
I mean, yeah, trades rather.
They got Dean Wade.
Okay.
Come on, that ain't gonna work.
Aiden went to Washington.
Yeah.
Well, then.
DeAndre Ayton went to Washington.
Hey, you know what? People ain't saying this. We kind of laughing, but quietly, Washington's putting together a halfway decent squad.
Yeah, they got an okay squad right now.
Because they got Sarr, who was decent. You got Anthony Davis, if you can get 40 games out of him. You got Ayton. If he just puts his head in the game, the dude can be a top 10 center in the league. You got Trae Young, and you got some dudes around him, Bub Carrington, and man, them cats can play.
Yeah, like I said, my pressure on Washington is just to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
They got to turn around this. They have to
Hey,
turn
William,
around this year.
William, they got to make them playoffs because my niece can get us tickets to them games, and she the VP of Human Resources for them.
All right.
And she got to get it. Hey, they got to get there so we can at least get to one playoff game.
I would love it. Love it.
Yes.
Oh man. Yeah, we got to do that. So now, guys, out of the East, who do you think is going to be the dark horse coming out of the East that's going to shock everybody? Because Detroit shocked me last year as far as they got, but then they fizzled out, right? So who out of the East is your dark horse, and who out of the West is your dark horse?
Washington.
I think Washington's my dark horse out of the East.
Yeah.
Okay.
And out of the West, I think Minnesota.
Okay. Yeah.
What question with that? What do you mean by the dark horse? Because they
were surprised. Just like I said, Detroit was surprised to me last year. When I say dark horse, I mean that somebody don't expect them to go in. I mean, you don't expect them to go anywhere. The fans don't expect them to go anywhere. They're not expected to do much, and that's why I'm saying that Detroit really shocked me last year. And so that's what I mean by the dark horse.
I was on the ask because of Minnesota. He said Minnesota, and I was like, Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? They went last year. They ain't go all the way, but they went, and I expect them to continue to do that.
Okay. I agree with that. Minnesota, they got some. They didn't go as far as I wanted them to go. They didn't go as far as they probably could have. But they are competitive. There's no question about that. No question about it. So how far do you think they're going to go this year?
Maybe second round.
Did they get out of the second round? Did they get to the second round last year?
Who's that?
Minnesota.
Hey, they got deep into the playoffs, but
I think second round.
You got to remember, Ant had gotten hurt and came back.
Okay. Yeah.
But see, here's where they got where they done kind of they lost Naz Reid, but they picked up LaMelo Ball. They got a squad up there, man.
Isn't LaMelo Ball? Isn't he hurt?
No, you talking about Lonzo?
Lonzo. Okay. I think he did. I don't know where he went. Okay, so who's your surprise team coming out of the West? Who's going to shock everybody coming out of the West?
Well, before I get that, I had a little. When you talk about dark horses,
I'll say Portland.
Yep. Portland's a good one, but my dark horse for the East was the Hornets.
Whoa.
Well, you can't. But I don't. But Mill, I would have believed this with you if they wouldn't have made that trade.
You mean with Ball?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I say that for one thing. My man Joe might be able to. He might agree with this. That dude Knipple, he was tight for about 60 games, and that dude started. He hit that wall, and I don't know how that carries over into the next year. You know, you can get some of these cats that come along that rookie sensation. Then after that first year, you don't really hear too much. This dude, all the pressure is on him now. Because you basically got rid of LaMelo Ball and telling this dude Knipple, you the face of the franchise. You got rid of Miles Bridges, basically telling this cat, you the face of this franchise. When those two dudes were the stalwarts there, they got him to the playoffs.
Yeah, I got the Hornets being a true rebuild because
they're a lottery team now.
Yeah, they're not even going after the people that's still in free agency because there's a lot of them, a lot of good players that's still out there. They ain't even going for them.
Yeah, but for those reasons, that's why I call them a dark horse because everybody's writing them off. Everybody.
Yeah, they fit the category though.
Up there. Everybody's writing them off. So if they make the play in,
right,
that's a dark horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So now you said Portland.
That's what Mark said. Portland.
Portland out the West. My dark horse out the West is Golden State.
You know what? I'm laughing because I agree. Because I don't expect Golden State to do much, to go much. Who did they get? Did they get anybody?
No.
They got.
Well, you know, the only thing they might do, they might end up getting Klay Thompson back. It don't matter. It don't matter at this point, William. Once he tore that Achilles, his game was done because he don't have lift no more.
Right.
Yeah.
They still got to re-sign Draymond too because he's still out there.
Yes.
And I think he only did that because there was potential of LeBron coming.
Now keep in mind when I say these dark horses, I'm not putting them in the finals.
I hear you.
I'm not even putting them in the conference finals. I'm just saying they're gonna make some noise.
Yeah.
And be a playoff team.
Well, that's why I said that Detroit was my dark horse on the East last year.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect that.
Well, nobody talk about the finals. The finals will be the Spurs versus the Sixers. That's going to be the finals.
Oh, you said Spurs versus the Sixers?
Yes.
Yeah, he said Spurs and the Sixers.
Ooh. Nobody.
What I want people to understand, what they need to look at is what the Spurs went through in this past finals and season. It's very undermining that people are not going to think about it, but what they had to go through against the Knicks, that's a real learning situation for them.
I agree.
Talk about our best three players was 22, 21, and 20.
I couldn't agree with you more.
We went against the Knicks and we had to face all of that and learn.
The man,
we're gonna be something to watch out for. Like I don't think people are gonna understand how serious we're gonna be this next season. Then we add on two big men in the hole, and one of them probably not even gonna play, and the dude is only 18 years old. And
absolutely,
man. But you know they're gonna make sure the Sixers make it. It's gonna be the Sixers and the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals because they want to see that matchup since Brown left, and then the Celtics got a squad because they went got Mitchell Robinson.
Right. Well, I tell you, this last finals, NBA Finals this year, man, it was bittersweet for me because I liked both teams. I hated when I liked both teams, right? And I was pulling for the Spurs, but I wanted to. But at the same time, I said, look, if the Knicks win, I would definitely not be upset because they hadn't won the championship in 53 years, right?
Yeah.
So I said, yeah. So I was definitely, but I enjoyed it.
And two, they had to win because I told people, I said, if the Knicks don't win it this year, it's over for them.
Okay, yeah.
They're not going to win it. And I tell Knicks fans, like, y'all got to understand, y'all just let one of y'all key pieces go. Mitchell Robinson. That was a key piece for them against us. Because he took care of that hole. He took care of the paint.
He misdirected a lot of shots.
Okay, well, tell me this, guys. And I understand, and everybody on this panel mostly said it last year, too, before the game. You said, hey, look, the Knicks got to win it this year, otherwise it's over for them. So do you
Yes.
still think that they can't repeat?
Yep. I don't think so. Mitchell Robinson was a key piece, and they did not replace him.
Whoa, that was stupid. Hey, Mark,
Yo,
what do you say about New York? You feel the same way too? That this was the next year, otherwise it would have been over?
if they didn't win it this year, they ain't getting back.
Yeah.
Bro,
I mean, that's just my opinion. Trust me when I say this. They ain't getting to the Eastern Conference Finals next year.
whoa.
Nope.
People tend to forget. Now you got Halliburton coming back with Indiana. He was hurt. You got a lot of. Hey, look, the Knicks. If they was ever going to win it, this had to be the year, because everything fell into place. Everybody hurt, all kind of stuff. If
Yep.
things were set the way it was set, no injuries, everybody's on par. Trust me, they may not have gotten to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Amazing.
If they had not won it this year, they'd be waiting another 50 years for this to happen, because they're not. Trust me,
Yeah.
they're not getting there next year.
Right.
And then let me ask y'all this. Let me ask you this, because I was 10 toes down on everything you said, Mark. If they did not win it, what would we be saying about Larry Brown right now?
Who you mean, Mike Brown?
I mean, yeah, Mike Brown. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you, I'll tell you what I said. I'll tell you what I said when he was catching hell against the Atlanta Hawks. They lose this series, he fired.
Oh,
Right.
man. See, and that would have been a damn shame.
And
I'm
he
just telling you
would have
the way
been
it
looked at as he was able to make
He-
it there. He just can't get all the way through.
He can't get over the hump. He's a good motivator. He gets you through the regular season. In the playoffs, he don't have that extra lift.
And it would have hurt him some more, because then it would have been talking about the Spurs did this to him before.
Ooh.
Yes.
See, you got to look at it like this, William. You got to go back to the history. He was a great assistant in Golden State when they first had things happen.
Mm-hmm.
He was a great assistant in Indiana. He gets the Laker job. People tend to forget he had that Laker job right after Phil left. Hey man, I knew in the exhibition season he was getting fired.
Man, see, that was a damn shame.
Hey, no. Hey William, let me tell you how I knew this. They didn't win an exhibition game in the preseason. I said, if they even start out halfway with this within the first 5 games in regular season, this dude is gone. I think he made it to game 3.
And they fired him.
Yeah, but William, you can see it coming. I knew that. I'm telling you, I saw that in the preseason. I said, they can't win a game in the preseason. I said, man, they have no. Kobe is like, hell no. I mean, I knew this was happening. Then he goes to Cleveland. Gets Cleveland there. What happens?
Okay. Oh, hey, Robert Hicks, he just posted something on YouTube. He said, well, now the Knicks have Andre Drummond as backup for Cat. So
That man ain't been playing.
Well, I put it to you like this. I will say this. Drummond's going to get you some free throws, and he ain't going to, some rebounds. And he's not going to be horrible at the foul line like Mitchell Robinson. But here's the difference. Mitchell Robinson brought a certain energy into the game that Drummond ain't going to bring.
Yeah.
And Drummond is not the same defensive presence as Mitchell Robinson was.
And on top of the main ain't been getting ticked for the last couple of years. You
So
didn't see
Mitchell
that
Robinson
man on the
not
floor
coming back?
last year.
So you don't think they're going to re-sign Mitchell Robinson?
No, he went to
Mitchell
Boston.
Robinson,
Didn't he?
he went to the Celtics.
What? Oh. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The Celtics signed him.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's why I know that it's going to be the Celtics versus the Sixers, because those got the best squads. And
Well,
plus,
here's the thing. Here's the thing, brother. Here's the thing, brother. You got to watch.
Okay, guys. Hey, my man Robert Hicks, he want to know, hey, why you guys counting out the Knicks? Why you hating? He said, why you hating on them?
There ain't no hate.
because
It's
there
fact.
ain't no hating. They let go a key piece. If you look at them versus the Spurs, Mitchell Robinson in the paint was a key piece of holding out Wemby and keeping him out the paint and roughing him up and all of that. And then on top of it, you got to think, if you watched a lot of those games in the finals, Cat was on the bench a lot, and Mitchell Robinson was in the game.
Yeah.
And you can't do that. You can't do that with Drummond.
Because Cat got in foul trouble, and Mitchell Robinson played a lot. Man, they lost that. Drummond is not the same player. The man ain't been getting no tick for the last couple of years anyway. If you paid attention, that man ain't getting no tick. So you telling me that man ain't gonna go for not getting no tick, and then all of a sudden he's gonna be like Mitchell Robinson? That ain't happening.
Oh man. It's gonna be. Look, it's gonna be something, man. I'm wondering. Oh, and let me go back a second here, because we were talking about Mike Brown, right? See, you guys. This is what I thought. When LeBron first came, and Mike Brown was the coach of Cleveland, I thought Mike Brown was a good coach then.
Yeah.
I really did. But you know how it is, man. If you got a certain shade of melanin, you don't last long. You don't last long. But I'm glad he got his props. I'm glad he got his ring, and I still think, but like I said, now I'm glad they got the ring. This year, and like last year too, I was pulling for San Antonio, and I like to see them get it again. I'm
trying to tell you, I'm really trying to tell people, it's not just because they're my team, but what they went through and learned as a young unit. This league is in trouble for almost a decade. They're in trouble. We got young players as what we got, and we're gonna have them for a long time.
And they can play.
Yes, our stars are the youngest. It's gonna be a problem for the league for a long time. And then these young two guys that we got in the draft, and that big man, oh my goodness.
Whoa. Who did you get in the draft?
We got Reed from UConn. And what's the guy's name? They said he got a 7'5" wingspan. And he's only 18 years old.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
It's gonna be yep.
What's his name?
Like I said,
Terrence Reed Jr. That's one son.
For what? Spurs?
Yeah.
That's the one for UConn. And then what is his name?
And
While you guys are thinking, how much? Now, Greg Popovich,
Jaden Quaint,
one of my favorite coaches of all time.
Yeah.
Do you think how much impact do you think he's still having on that squad?
A hell of a lot.
Because he's still there. He's still there. He's still working there. He's not the coach, but he's still in there. He's like the president.
Everything that head coach is doing, trust me, is coming through Pop.
Yeah, Pop is still there. He's still talking to them and coaching them and all that.
The only difference I think the only mistake that dude made that I don't think Pop would have made. You don't sit Harper down in that fourth quarter. I don't know what the hell he was doing.
Facts.
The kid's name is Jaden Quaintance.
Yeah, Jaden Quaintance. Yep.
Yeah.
And the man is only 18 years old, and they said if he did not get injured, he probably would have been a top 3 pick.
Hey, amazing stuff. Yeah, Mark, I agree with you about San Antonio, man, because see the thing about, like I said before, earlier in the program, man, practically all of those games they led for 3.5 quarters.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about by 2 or 3 points either. They went. I'm talking about double digits. So then,
one of them games it was by 30.
Man, look, you don't lose those games. You do not lose those games. But then also you got to give a big credit to Mike Brown too, because he coached through that. He didn't give up on that. He didn't give up, and he chipped away. So I'm gonna have to give him a lot of credit too. This is where
they set a record. That was the biggest comeback in the fourth quarter ever.
It was. Absolutely it was. When's the last time you seen that team down by 30 in the fourth quarter and lose? And come back. Exactly. It does not happen.
Never.
It does not happen. Just absolutely incredible. And so Golden State, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs this year. I really don't think they're going to make the playoffs. Clippers, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. What's that? Sacramento. Any chance Sacramento could go make the playoff?
Yeah.
No,
Mark?
no.
I know. I'm joking. I'm joking, guys. Oh, okay, I'm joking. Good Lord, have mercy. It's crazy. It's crazy at all. So I'm telling you. So, you guys are predicting. Everybody on board here. You think it's going to be San Antonio and Philly?
I can go along with that.
I can go along with that too. I really can.
But because people can say,
dark horse. I got to change my dark horse.
yeah, people can say what they want, man. Money makes things happen, and that's going to be probably the biggest money making finals.
I still got the Spurs. I still got the Spurs in the West.
Okay.
But I mean, I said the Horns was a true dark horse, but the real dark horse would be the Indiana Pacers.
I can go along with that because I really don't trust the Pacers.
But see, they're not a dark horse. They just lost their best player.
Yeah, true.
Halliburton, you talking about Halliburton, but
look what losing their best player did for them.
They should have something else. And then to me, Halliburton is good. And some people say he's a
Only
superstar.
the Wizards was worse than them.
Look, I don't trust Indiana. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Because I trust them for one reason.
Why is that?
They got a hell of a coach, and that dude don't lose.
And Tyrese Halliburton, that just shows that Tyrese Halliburton just electrifies that team.
Okay.
Because with him, they were in the finals. The Eastern, with them, they were in the finals. Without him, they were the second worst team in the East.
That's a doggone shame. You think about that. That's a doggone shame. Absolutely. Incredible.
That's what I call insane, right?
Okay.
That's what.
Okay. Toronto, what do you think they're gonna look like this year?
They got Kawhi back.
That's right. I heard Kawhi went back to that's where he won his first championship.
Yeah. No,
how many championships does he have?
He won his first one. He won his first one in San Antonio. He
won
his last one in Toronto.
Okay, all right. I stand corrected.
He won his last one in Toronto.
Oh boy. Well, see now you got an issue here. He's got to be healthy because at one time he was the most consistent and player practically in the league until he got hurt. And then that injury, you just keep getting injured. But he was consistent, man. He was definitely consistent.
I think the worst thing he did was leave Toronto.
You might have a point there.
I mean, I
didn't expect him to leave Toronto.
You get there, nobody. I mean, Toronto's not a bad place to be. I mean, I get the whole commuting across countries and things of that nature. I get all that, but you had a whole country that you could have been iconic about because nobody brought a basketball championship to Canada.
Matter of fact, there was some rumors talking about they were making him president.
You had a whole country that could have had your back. Drake and them would have had your back forever.
Man.
You win a championship there, and the first thing you want to do is leave.
Well, he going.
I get the reasons why, but look what happened afterwards.
Wait, you want to know something? It's crazy because the one person that didn't want to leave there, that's who they got rid of, and that was DeRozan.
Wow.
And you had a squad there. I mean,
right?
I mean, you had Fred VanVleet. You had OJ Anunoby there too, didn't it?
Yeah, but Miller, let me ask you a question.
Or was that after him?
Oh, we lost him. We lost Mark.
Or was that after?
Oh man.
Yeah, OG Anunoby. I mean, you had Pascal Siakam there, I believe.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that dude. Well, who's he with now? Is he with
He's in Indiana?
Indiana? Yeah. Now he's underrated. He is definitely underrated.
Now Indiana's another place.
I know you talk about Halliburton.
Yeah.
But Siakam is underrated, man.
Now Indiana's another place LeBron could have went to, and you could just punch their ticket in.
No. Yeah, but you know what? He wasn't going to do that. He ain't doing that. I mean, if he had not went to Philly, I'm gonna be honest. If he had not went to Philly, my opinion, I think he'd went back home.
What, Cleveland?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yep, that's why I was hoping that he go. Because I would tell
And
you,
you want to know what's crazy? I think this is just my opinion. I think if Philly goes and if they win it this year, I think he'll opt out of that second year and go back to Cleveland and retire. I'm telling you that now.
wow, okay.
I can see
I'm
that.
not gonna knock you, Mark. I'm not gonna knock anything you say about this, bro. I don't know. I think you got a crystal ball in your living room or something, because you be calling this shit. But the thing about it is, speaking of which, players who get championships and leave a team, Kevin Durant should have kept his butt at Golden State.
But you want to know something? I understand why he left.
Draymond,
Yes.
Yeah.
You ain't going to disrespect me like that. And hey, guess what? You don't get them 2 rings without me. Then this cat came back. He came back, which they shouldn't have had him doing. They okayed him to play, and he tears his Achilles within 10 minutes of playing in that game.
They shouldn't have okayed him to play.
wow. Well, I would
with Clay.
look. I tell you what. I think if it all came down to him or Draymond, if he wanted to stay, I think
I'm
they would
taking
have
him.
Draymond.
There's no way. Hey, Draymond got to go.
He had to go.
You know something? I know a lot of people don't like. I like Draymond. I truly
don't
like
like
him. I truly like him for a reason.
I don't like him.
And you know why I like him, William?
You know why I don't like him, Mark?
Why?
Because he's a dirty player.
Well, let me put it to you like this. He cost them a championship against Cleveland.
Okay, all right.
But to me, and this is how people get a pass. To me, he's not more. He's a modern day Bill Laimbeer.
Yeah, but see, they don't officiate the game like they did back then.
But the point I'm saying is, he has done nothing more than what Bill Laimbeer did. The only difference is the rules.
That's my point. You can't play that way anymore.
But let me ask you a question. Prior to KD, they don't get them championships without Draymond.
And they don't lose it without Draymond. I mean,
that technical was dumb. But I mean, outside of that, they don't win them first 2 without him.
No,
You can't go around.
That every team has that one guy that does the dirty work.
But Draymond takes it overboard. You don't go around kicking people in the balls.
Hey, but guess what? No, when him and LeBron got into it in that game, LeBron was actually in the wrong.
I don't know.
But see, when he got that check, but here's the problem. It's been the rule of thumb forever. It's always the second dude that gets caught.
Oh, yeah.
Dennis Rodman didn't play as a boss.
I know, but that was back then.
But we still love
But
Dennis
William, it's still
Rodman.
the same. Hey, Chicago don't win them 3 titles without Dennis Rodman. And I know for a fact they don't win against Seattle because he totally psyched the one white dude, Burkowski. He caused that dude to get 2 technical fouls at the foul line.
And also, remember, he used to get in Karl Malone's grill, and he get in his head. He used to get in Karl Malone's. Yeah,
let me tell you something. I remember one time in that series against Utah, him and Karl Malone fell to the ground, and they was trying to get up. Hey, man, this dude was lifting him up like he was a kid. Nobody realized how strong that cat was.
He was strong.
And so all you do is look at his leg. And the whole thing was this. There's certain dudes that I know, even when I play, I don't want to deal with this. And he happened to be one of them ones that when it came to Karl Malone, he's like, man, hell, I quit already. I don't want to put up with this. I mean, he didn't want to put up with it. I mean, he was that type of dude that, William, I tell you, I'll go back to '88 with the Lakers when the Lakers beat Detroit in that '88 finals. And man, he single-handedly damn near beat them outside of Isaiah in that fourth quarter on one leg. He was the problem.
Defensive genius, rebound champion. As a matter of fact, I think one season didn't he average? I think he averaged like 20 rebounds a game.
And I seen him at the LA Summer Pro League. Yeah, this cat, he ran like a thoroughbred horse. If
Man.
you ever saw this dude's legs, the strongest sculpted legs I've ever seen in my life. And I'm serious. He's strong, man.
He is. How much did he weigh? I don't think he was 200 pounds. I think he was like.
No, he was 6'7". He went 6'7", maybe 210, 220.
Okay. Because I thought I read sometime, it might have been around his rookie year, whatever it is, because he put on weight throughout the years a little bit, not too much. He didn't,
William, they said after the game, they play a game. And after the game, this dude went straight to the weight room.
I heard about that. Oh, and look, he was underpaid. Dennis Rodman was underpaid. I can't say that he was underrated because everybody recognized him after a while because this cat was, no question about it. No question about it.
And you know something? They don't like to admit it. He was the main dude on that squad that was bringing them fans to the games.
Well, look, when they played, everybody, I was watching. Everybody was watching, man. There's no question about it.
When he was in Chicago, yeah, they had Jordan. But who was everybody coming to see? This dude knew how to...
Go ahead. We got some feedback here. Who we getting the feedback from? Okay. Hey, Joe, that coming from your end. All right. I know. Go on.
Joe must be going through the Chesapeake Bay Tunnel or something.
Man, don't talk about that daggone tunnel. I'm glad they rebuilding it. They doing something about it finally.
What you mean?
It took them up 10 years.
I didn't know they were doing things.
Yeah, they widening it.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right. Okay, Joe. We're gonna mute your mic for a little bit, Joe, until you get through the tunnel, wherever you're traveling. Okay, all right. We're getting the feedback. All right, no problem about it. But no, man, Dennis Rodman. But see, those teams, like I said back then, everybody had one of those players that used to bring the wood. Charles Oakley.
Oh, the most fed man.
Oh
in the
man.
NBA.
Oh man. They used to do it. Who was that was on the team with
Anthony Layton.
That big brawl that happened with Indiana?
Oh, they had Dale Davis. They had the Davis boys.
Yeah,
Antonio Davis, Dale Davis. They had Rick Smith.
Reggie Miller.
Yeah,
they had it was somebody you missing though. Somebody you missing.
Mark Jackson was a point guard on that squad.
Oh no, they had the Davis boys. Those were the bruisers there. They had Derek McKee. They had some bad dudes there.
They had Chris Mullin on that squad.
It's somebody else that later went to the Spurs. I'm thinking about that. Him and Dennis Rob. No, him and oh boy. How was his name?
Around what year we talk about?
We talk about then they had that big brawl when the team went up.
You had Steven Jackson.
Steven Jackson. That's who I'm talking about.
Yeah, Captain Jack. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the brawl in the past with him and when they had Ron Artest.
Ron Artest.
Steven
And see, this is the thing about it.
You talking about that squad.
I think that Ron Artest got a bad deal on that one. I think he got a bad deal. Because if you remember, something happened on the court, and it was like a timeout, and Ron Artest, when he laid on the scores table, wasn't bothering anybody, and this fan threw a cup of beer on him.
Oh, that's when that woke him up.
and then he ended up getting suspended for a whole year.
Let me put it to you like this. They say that was security's job, but where the hell was security when that happened?
Right.
Yeah, security need to get fired. I mean, I get the suspension on Ron Artest, but also
10 games. Okay, 5 games.
No, he gets suspended for a season.
A whole season.
But the hammer should have been dropped harder on the rest of them. I get you got to set an example. Had to be made, but security should have been fired. Steven Jackson should have got more time. Jermaine O'Neal should have got more time.
Hey man, Jermaine O'Neal went in there to hit somebody and he slipped. If he had hit this cat, he might be still in prison.
Yes. Yes. The
Oh,
punishment for the rest of the party involved should have been more stern.
Well, what about the fan? How much?
Fan got a lifetime ban plus whatever.
Well, he should have gone to jail.
I think he did.
I hope so. Because I don't care how you put it. I don't care if it was a Bill Cup. That's assault.
Yes, the punishment for all parties involved should have been more severe because this is on national TV. You know, everybody is seeing this. This is supposed to be somewhat of a family-oriented event, and I'm surprised it didn't. But I'm not surprised it did not get in too much involved as far as the fans go, because you know when they're involved, you know their punishment should usually be lighter than ours. But that's neither here or there. But the punishment should be severe for all more parties involved. I mean, you got to fight up in there a lifetime ban and stuff.
Man.
I'm getting tired of seeing the fights in public places, y'all. We can't go nowhere and have a good time no more, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. But that doggone fan, man, look, I think I don't believe, I don't know, I have to look it up, but I don't think his punishment was as severe as the players.
Well, whoever that fan was, they shouldn't have ever been allowed to go to another NBA game.
I think he was banned from that arena, but you're right, Mark. No NBA games ever for you. All right? And you're going to spend a year in prison and then 5 years with an ankle bracelet. I wish I was a judge. I wish I was a judge.
You know something, the way people go into these games, I don't know how you can tell a dude you can't go to the game for the rest of your life. Hell, they ain't looking at your face. So I'm like, how did you pinpoint this?
That is a good question. That is a good question. I don't know. I don't know how you do that. Now, you could have a surveillance system there, but let's say somebody gave you that ticket. All right? And you disguise yourself some way. You're right. How do you enforce that? I don't know how you enforce it. That is a very, 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 very good question. But these fans, and see, I'm telling you something else. These fans that end up throwing racial slurs and all kinds of slurs at the players.
That's
No.
That's got to stop.
Okay, so that might lead to a topic we need to get into. And it's been talking about like with Caitlin Clark. I'll tell you something.
Oh, tell me something.
I'm being serious. Hey man, if that chick decides tomorrow she's leaving the WNBA, the attendance is going to drop by 70%.
Yeah.
You got to, that girl that put her hand on her throat or whatever. And I'm black and I'm saying this. You got to penalize her ass. I mean, you cannot. I mean, come on now.
Well, Caitlin Clark did it to her.
Well, no, she did get penalized.
Yeah, but she did it to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark did it to her first.
No,
Yes, she did, Mark.
I didn't see that.
Not in that game. Not in that game. But I think in a previous game, well, it could have happened in that game. But in a previous game or something like that, Caitlin Clark did that too. Oh yeah, she did. I saw it. I absolutely saw it. So, but I think also Caitlin Clark, as good as she is, now hear what I'm saying, when she's on the court, but I was surprised that half the time she's injured or not on the court.
Well, I'm not. Look. Let me say this.
Didn't you tell me a long time ago that your best ability is your availability?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if you're playing half the season, how you be declared great? You know, we know what that's all about.
She will be. She's got.
She could shoot. She could definitely play. There's no question about it.
But she's.
You know what it is. What it comes down to, William.
She's right.
The players are mad because of the hype that comes with her, and yeah, that plays a part in it.
Absolutely.
But I put it to you like this. I hate to say this. Outside of maybe Juju when she comes to the league. What, how can I put it? What other player has brought that type of momentum with them?
It hasn't been one.
And so, I mean, William, we talked about it. We talked about it on the show about 3 years ago when they had Iowa playing South Carolina. At that point, I said, now this is where this game ain't about Iowa and South Carolina. This is a racial divide. You had all those Iowa people at that game, and you had all white America. I'm even at a sports bar, and you're seeing everybody wanting to see Iowa beat South Carolina. It was white against black. It was no other way around this. Then they ended up losing to LSU in a final game, and that's when Angel Reese got popular pointing to that finger. Then everybody wanted to start talking, saying this, that, and the third, but everybody forgot about everything that led up to that. You see what I'm saying? So the moment, I hate to say this, America made this happen.
Yeah, they did.
Because they made it black against white.
But it didn't start with Caitlin Clark, unfortunately.
No, but she was the most popular one they could put on the spectacle because hey, they had just went through the George Floyd BS, so they like we got to.
Yeah,
So
but
she happened to be that one.
Nah, but Mark, they tried before with Paige Beckers, but Paige Beckers is a lesbian.
Well, well, not only that, but her girlfriend black. I mean, so how that gonna work?
Yeah. So they tried to back behind. They tried
it with a Sabrina Ionescu, but I think they're starting to find out she ain't as good as everybody thought.
Yeah, she's just a real good shooter.
They wanted it with Brianna Stewart, but when she got to dating Megan Rapinoe, that destroyed that.
Yep. Now they
like the other one, Haley Van Leaf, but they realized, hell, she may not even make the league.
Mm-hmm.
Then they had those twin sisters, the Cavenders or whatever their name is, kind of find out they was pretty, but they sucked.
Now they're in WWE coming up.
Man, it's amazing how they do this, man. It truly amazes me.
It's not about the talent. Now, don't get me wrong. Caitlin Clark is the talent. She is one of the best playmakers in the league. But she got a couple things working against her. Number one, she also leads the league in turnovers. I mean, you're not going to be in no part of great conversations in any sport when you lead the league in that category.
Well, she's high risk. She high risk, high reward. You got to take the good with the bad when it comes to her.
Yeah. And if we're going to this is one thing people fail to grasp when we talk about Caitlin Clark. She's got to go through this. Let me cut my camera off. She's got to go through this if we're going to put her in any kind of GOAT conversation. I mean, how many times have you seen Michael Jordan catch a clothesline from him? I mean, that's the era we grew up in with the Lakers and the Celtics and the Pistons and them roughing each other up there. She's got to get some of that. We want to put her on that kind of pedestal. And with the Jordan rules, we're gonna have to. She's going. And the other point I had to make. When I say she has to go through it, she's got to stop inviting it too. With the fake phantom calls when she's not getting touched, still hollering, yelling at the refs, still talking trash, going back and forth. When we play on this court, when we go out there and play on the court, we start playing. When we start trash talking, players start playing rough. So it's not like she's now opening the door and inviting for this kind of behavior to happen to her because, you know what I'm saying, like the old saying goes from Brand Nubian, like the old song, punks jump up and you beat down. And so I'm sorry I don't feel but so bad for her because, like I said, she signed up for it. You want to get great, you gotta get on their platform and beat everybody at their game. That's just what it is, bro. But hey Joe, did you catch the All-Star game, the WNBA All-Star 3-point contest last night? Shout out to Owsley Fudge for winning that jank.
I wish I didn't even know about it. I forgot about that.
Man, I tried. My dad called me last night about it, and I didn't know about it either. But then I tried to get on I could not find the streaming service that thing was on, bro. I was so mad.
Oh wow!
And I got every streaming service that I need. Plus I got a Fire Stick, but that's neither here nor there. But I got I got access to it, but I could not find the channel that thing was on. But I know Azzy Flood won that thing last night. And I heard it was some kind of skills competition where Elena Della Don kind of showed out too. She was another one that they try to hype up, to take the WNBA to the next level. But her career just didn't last long enough. I mean, after a couple of these seasons, the injuries that took over, and she wasn't able to play.
Yeah.
So I guess Mark had dropped off. My dad went out there. So Joe, I need to holler at you about something. Oh, here go Mark. Hey Mark. Hey Mark, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, good. Well, Joe, let me holler at you real quick, man.
Yes, sir.
NFL training camp is upon us.
Yes.
Tell me what you're the most excited about.
I'm most excited about Devontae actually being the certified number one.
Okay.
That's what I'm most excited about.
Okay.
Because I truly believe he has more skills than AJ Brown. AJ Brown just used his size, you know what I'm saying, and it worked out well for him. But Devontae had better route running ability and better catching ability and sideline catching ability, which people don't notice that well. That if you watch him on them comeback routes or them sideline catches, like the man keeps his toes in bounds, he does very well.
Good. Yeah. See, all right, for me, it's only two things I'm worried about when it comes to the offense. Number one, the offense is always going to go as well as the O line. This O line got to show out because they was trash last season. How
Yeah.
Cam Jurgens made the Pro Bowl is beyond me, but I'm not gonna bore everybody with that. But the O line has to play better. When they play better, I don't care what the offense is. I don't care who's calling the plays or what's going on. We're making the playoffs. But I will say this: one name my eyes out on offensive side is Johnny Wilson.
Okay.
Johnny
Yeah.
Wilson is going to
Yeah.
make the team because
Yeah.
from what I heard from this Sean Mannion offense, these our wide receivers got to block. When he was healthy, because we didn't have Johnny Wilson last season. He messed up. He tore up his knee in training camp last season. Missed the whole
Yeah.
season. So now he's back. He's our best blocking wide receiver. He's really our tight end too. So that means there's more. We're gonna see more of him and less of Grant Calcaterra. Thank God, because that dude
Thank God. Yeah.
can't block Katera. That was yeah. So I'm glad if he's healthy, he's back. The running game is going to take care of itself. The passing game is going to take care of itself. The thing I'm most excited about is this defense. Our front seven. Sometime before season start, Jalen Carr is going to get his extension. We still got Jordan Davis got his extension. And it's a make or break gift. It's Nolan Smith got to show me something this year, or he's. I don't think he's going to get extended, but we got him on our side. But we got Jonathan Bernard from the Minnesota Vikings. We got him to solidify that side. We probably got the deepest rotation of linebackers.
Yeah.
And it's to the point where we don't know where Cooper DeJean is going to line up.
Exactly.
We don't
They
know
want
if
to
he's
try
going to
him
line
at
up the safety. We don't know whether they're going to put him in the slot because we got Jahad Campbell, who we can't keep off the field. Zach Barn is the best coverage linebacker in the league by Pro Football Focus, and his spot's gonna be certified. Now, if we gonna go to a nickel, then we're gonna have those two. But if we go to a 4-3, it's gonna be. I can see us going that route and putting Cooper DeJean at the other safety spot because we're gonna have a hard time keeping Jeremiah Trotter Jr. off the field.
Yeah. Yeah, because he started to show up.
Yeah. So those will be our three linebackers, and we got Andrew McCool at the other safety spot. He's coming along. And in addition, The addition of Reek Woolen to put on side of Quinion Mitchell, it's gonna be hard to throw on this all. It's gonna be hard to throw on this defense, bro. It's gonna be awfully hard to throw on the defense. So Nolan Smith gotta eat off of what is put around him, because everywhere else is straight.
Yeah, definitely is.
Defensive end and safety were the question marks. Now, I think we kind of answered that question because we got Marcus Epps. Now, I ain't got no problem putting Marcus up, trusting Marcus Epps back there while Cooper DeJean drops down in the nickel. I ain't got no problem with that. It's going to be a long season, so do I expect all these guys to play all 17, 18 games? No. But that's what you got depth for.
Yeah.
And our depth is going to be straight.
Yeah, I really feel like we got a lot of depth.
Now I don't believe in the reports of us bringing in someone else, not let someone else get hurt. I'm not interested in Max Crosby. There's a couple of I'm not interested in trading for a safety. I think we're pretty good going with the guys that we got right now. But this defense, Vic Fangio is going to have some fun with that. That's what I'm most excited about.
Yeah. Another thing what I'm really intrigued on is I keep forgetting his name. The foreign player that we got.
U.R. Bernard.
Yeah. That's another one that I'm waiting to see because I really think, bro, about to go crazy. I really do.
Yeah, we're super deep at defensive tackle. The Eagles are real deep at defensive tackle now. What I'm thinking is going to happen, we're going to find a way. I pretty hope. I really wish Howard was going to do this. We're going to find a way to pay Jalen Carter and Moro Ojomo. It's kind of you can't let another good defensive tackle walk out this door. We cannot let another good player walk out this door. We let Milton Williams walk out he goes to the Patriots and they're in the Super Bowl. Stuff like that really bothers Howard Roseman. He can't stand that. Because he feels like if that happens, he did not get the best out of that player while he was there.
Yeah, and I'm hearing from about Milton and Sweat. They basically want to come back to us.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Sweat deal.
They said both of them not really liking being where they're at. I know Sweat for sure. I know Sweat for sure. They said he's not liking being where he's at.
Oh yeah, because he asked for a trade at the end of the season. He wanted out even before all this stuff happened. Now I really thought that we was going to try to, work out matches to make that happen because we also had our eyes on Buda Baker too. But Arizona's really, Arizona keeping their hands in their pockets with us. They're not trying to swing no deals or anything. So I don't know what's going on with the Cardinals. Guess we got a bad reputation with them. I don't know. Maybe they mad at us over Jonathan Gannon. I don't know. I didn't tell you to hire the man. Y'all stole him from us before, while we trying to make a Super Bowl run. So now y'all don't want to do no. Yeah, now they don't want to do no business with him. I don't know. I don't get it, but I am really excited about it. Now, I'm not saying that it's not a bunch of pressure on Jalen Hurts to get the job done too, because it is. Because it's the thing I hate, which is becoming the norm. You know more just like I do. This man has had a different offensive coordinator
Every
year after year after year, ever since he's been in the league.
Man, he was even in college.
Always, yeah, throughout his entire career. Now that's his norm.
Yeah, that is a help for him. Like that's really a help for him.
Yeah, now it is, but now at one point in time we used to say no. If he's having a bad season, that's why, because he ain't used to the OC. Nah, now the narrative has changed. Now he's the standard.
Yeah.
If you can't win with Jalen Hurts, then you are a trash offensive coordinator.
Yeah, for real.
And he's the measurement stick. You go if you want to know if you can be offensive coordinator, you go to Philly. If Philly goes to the Super Bowl, you're a good OC. If you're the first round playoff exit, you trash. Because
And what
let's
I'm
see,
intrigued to see.
let's see how long it take before Brian Johnson and Kevin Patullo get OC jobs again.
Yeah, and I'm intrigued to see what happens after this season. Let's say we do go to the Super Bowl. We go to the Super Bowl. Team's gonna be jumping that Mannion to give him a head coaching job.
Yep.
All right, so of course he's most likely gonna take it. I want to see if there's gonna be we change up and from what we've been doing because every year we had a good OC and we went far in the playoffs and we did our thing. The next year they became coaches and we be, got our offensive coordinator from inside where we already was. Like Brian Johnson, he was in then what's his name? Patullo. He was already there. I hope we just go outside again and get somebody that wants to really, come back in and do it.
Well, I know in years past, one of the things that deterred us from getting the offensive coordinators was our ability to, well, our unwillingness to let go of Jeff Stoutland. That deterred a lot of people from, deterred a lot of coaches from taking the offensive coordinator job. Well, we don't have that obstacle there. Though. Well, I can't say it was an obstacle. Shout out to Jeff Stoutland, Stoutland University, man. He is one, if not the best offensive coordinator. I mean, best offensive line coach of our lifetime, of this generation.
Yeah,
But,
facts.
but a lot of offensive coordinators want to bring in their own regimes, and with offensive line coach, wide receivers coach, people, coaches here and there. And a lot of times, these offensive coordinators, with their offense, they want an offensive line coach that caters to their offense. And they might not have thought that Jeff Stoutland will be able to cater to their offense, or they want to bring in their brother-in-laws, or how the nepotism thing goes on, that favoritism stuff goes on. They want to bring those guys in, and that's not going to happen in Philly. So now you got a situation where if this comes about again, you're gonna want a guy just like before that's going to have to accept the situation for what it is and not try to change too much. And pretty much, you bringing in a guy that's going to have to cater to Jalen Hurts. Well, I ain't gonna say pretty much cater to Jalen Hurts. Have to find a way to winning football games with Jalen Hurts, because if you don't, yeah, and that's the standard that I heard in a report before we got over here. In Philly, if you're either coming to win a Super Bowl or planning to find another job, it's an unfair reality. But just like I know, that's what it is. So same thing in football, just like in the NBA. Our foot is on Philadelphia's throat. They gotta get it. They gotta get it done in both of them. They gotta get it done in basketball there, and we gotta get it done in football.
Yeah. I got a question. I got a question about LeBron real quick. With what he just did, his move he just did, do y'all say that hurts his legacy? As far as the GOAT conversation?
I don't, because hey, Michael Jordan went along, played with the Wizards and all kind. I mean, so that doesn't hurt it. It's a whole different. I think the thing we got to realize is eras has changed. It used to be a dude went to a team, he stayed with them for 20 years, good, bad, ugly. It's a whole different market. It's a whole different way this league works now.
Yeah.
You know, Steph Curry is probably going to be the last of a dying breed.
Yeah.
Draymond will be the last of a giant. Once them two dudes is gone, you ain't seeing this no more. Wemby might, there's a chance because I think San Antonio fits, that culture fits who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, it ain't happening no more.
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
but
that's
what I'm saying is the GOAT conversation.
I don't think it hurts it because he ain't number one regardless.
True. Facts. But you know how some people, you know what I'm saying, they're going to be talking about it. You know how they be doing it.
I mean, they can try to bring that up, but that don't change it. I mean, I'll say this.
Yeah, because he ain't number one
I
regardless.
mean, see, when they come to that GOAT thing, my mindset is different because I understand how they like Mike and all that. But if you look at the overall, where's William at on this? If you look at the overall thing when they say the GOAT, I got who I think is mine. Mike is the modern day GOAT from 1984 on up. Prior to that, the conversation comes down. People forget about Kareem.
Yeah.
People forget about the fact he's the most. Hey man, from high school on, the most winning dude. People forget about Wilt. I understand he didn't have as many chips, but man, the most dominant dude to ever play the game. You'll never take that away from him.
Yeah.
But then you look at the man that had 11 rings. I mean, 11.
Russell.
1-1.
I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but if a person said, okay, you start a team with Jordan, you start a team with Russell, who do you want? You put the right players around me, I'm taking Russell first. Because this dude knew how to win regardless of what he had. So, I mean, it doesn't hurt LeBron's legacy. I think the thing that's unfair to him, that name they gave him in 11th grade was the worst thing that could have happened, the chosen one. They had been looking for one for so long before Sebastian Telfair, all kind of other. Nobody could fit what this dude did. And I mean, he comes to the league. He takes Cleveland from being abysmal, where I'm from, ain't ever went to ain't went past the first round of the playoffs to where these cats are in the NBA Finals. And I shouldn't say that because now I'm putting down Brad Daugherty, Mark Price, Hard Rod Williams. That was a bad squad. They just couldn't get past Jordan. But I'm saying this dude took it to a whole different level. The economy that he brought to the city of Cleveland is unmatched.
Yeah.
See, it's so, when they get to bringing that up, if you want to look into the deep numbers of it, he might be number one because of what he's done, what the impact he had. Jordan is going to be it because you still buy Jordans. I still do. That ain't changed.
Yeah.
The impact this dude created on the world outside of probably Muhammad Ali is the biggest impact an athlete has ever made. So you put Muhammad Ali number one, Jordan two, LeBron got to be number three. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. I don't think it hurts his legacy. I think the legacy that got hurt out of all this stuff might have been Giannis.
Yeah.
Because now they looking at it like, dude, you know what? Stuff got a little rough in Milwaukee. You got the hell out of there, huh? I mean, stuff got rough for Kobe. He didn't leave L.A.
And on top of it, he went down there. He ain't about to win nothing down there.
And man, Joe, we could play on that squad.
Yes.
I mean, he has nothing around him.
Nothing. They have no bench, no nothing.
People keep talking about Bam.
With their project this year.
I mean, everybody talked about Bam. Bam is a solid player. Bam is not a great player to me.
No, and them two playing together, I don't see that working.
They're getting in each other's way.
Yeah. I don't see that working at all. And then, who is their point guard?
Again, they suck. So, I mean, it's like, if people wonder why LeBron went and go in there, hey, people tend to forget Pat Riley kind of disrespected that dude a few years back.
Yeah.
I mean, you got so many different obstacles there. The only people that didn't create no beef for him was Philly. And he was over, him and Jaylen Brown must have had a serious talk. And Tyrese Maxey considers LeBron his big brother. When I heard that comment, I said, "He going to Philly, bro. I know where he's going." But I don't think it impacts his legacy. I put it to you like this: he won another title there. Now you got to start talking.
Yep. You have to.
Because then he can go back home. He can say, every city I played in, I brung him a ring. Who can say that?
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm just saying, who can say that? Can't nobody. I think we undervalue what this dude did because he made it look so easy. The only knock I ever had on LeBron was about the first 8-9 years. He didn't want the ball in the last seconds of a game. I remember in an All-Star game, they playing East against West. He got the ball and passed to somebody else. Kobe on the West and went and asked him, man, why didn't you shoot? That's the only knock I ever had on him.
Poor Lord. And that's something. That's a stigma that no matter what he tried to do over his career, he could never escape. Cause he'll never escape that moment. Cause remember, now I mean LeBron is the NBA's all-time leading scorer. He took all the shots now. He's an NBA all-time leading scorer now, but he still will not escape that stigma of not taking the shot.
Hey, ball in your hands with 5 seconds left. Why are you throwing it out to anybody? Mo Williams. I mean, you need to take that shot.
Houseway.
That's my opinion, Joe.
I agree. Actually, for me, mine will always be Kareem because Kareem is the one that's one that dominated at every single level, high school, college, pros, and for you to get 3 college basketball national titles, ain't nobody else getting that, bro. Ain't nobody else getting 2. Or they might be lucky to get 2. They ain't getting 3. So
I mean, he didn't show up in vital minutes of games that he should have shown up in. And that's the problem I got. Now, on the reverse side of that breakaway layup Andre Iguodala had going to the basket, he blocks that. That gets Cleveland that championship. I don't forget that either.
I would. All right, guys, we got 10 more minutes left in the show. We talked a little bit of WNBA. Shout out to Ozzy for winning the WNBA 3-point contest last night. The WNBA All-Star game is going on tonight. Mark, I know we got some boxing that's coming up soon. Am I correct?
We got 2 fights tonight. Anthony Joshua's fighting a dude. I don't know who he is. I'm scared to watch it because with his luck, he been got clipped and knocked out. Then you got the fight tonight. You got Errol Spence fighting Tim Tszyu. Errol Spence ain't been in the ring in 3 years since he got beat down by Terrence Crawford. I don't know what he has left in the tank. I just hope he looks good because this could be a make or break moment for this brother. He don't do something and he don't look impressive, it is over. Anthony Joshua loses tonight. That fight with Fury ain't happening. So it's 2 vital things. Fury won his fight last night. And Fury was smart. He went over to Pattaya Beach, Thailand to fight in case he got knocked out. He ain't want nobody to see it. Ain't nobody even know it was on TV. But Joshua's fighting tonight. He got to win this. Errol Spence's fighting tonight. He has to win this. These are must-win fights tonight.
So, where's Anthony Joshua as far as being a champ, as far as the championships go?
Hey man, that dude's been my favorite fighter for the last 10 years. But I'm scared for him. Because he gets clipped. When he gets clipped, he does not recover. He got the heart of a lion. But that brother gets clipped, that's it. Here it goes. He wins this fight tonight. Him and Fury have the fight that people was waiting for 10 years ago. Win, lose, or draw, that's going to be their last fight, period. They're at the end of the road. That's where they're at. But everybody wants to see it happen. The only other fight for Joshua, whoever wins that Joshua Fury fight, the only other fight people want to see after that would be Wilder. So that's pretty much what you got left.
Poor Wilder.
Hey, let me put it to you like this, and I won't keep you for but a second, Mill. If you ever want to see a fighter get ruined, watch him fight Fury those 3 times. That ruined that brother. Yeah, Fury admitted it. Fury said, I ruined his career, and he took a hell of a lot out of mine.
That's crazy. Now, speaking of careers that might be ruined, what did you hear about Dallas Cowboy quarterback, former Dallas Cowboy quarterback Tony Romo getting a DUI this week?
And they ain't going to do nothing to him. Talk to him. Hey, watch what you're doing. He'll be back at work.
If that was one of us, that might be something different.
But let me ask you a question. We haven't brought it up. We need to bring it up before we go. I think it was deplorable. I think it was degrading. I think it was one of the worst. I'll say one of the worst situations I've seen that a big media company can make and how they let Ryan Clark go at ESPN. This dude is in the middle of NFL Live when he gets word that they letting him go. Come on, man.
I don't.
That is one of the most classless things I have ever heard of in my life.
Getting fired while you're in the middle of a show is the most disrespectful thing you can do to.
Well, here is the problem. I'm being serious. He was one of their best analysts that they had.
He was the best.
Then you know what they didn't like? They didn't like the idea that he spoke his mind. He went against the grain. So, in other words, he didn't get into the good old boys club. He spoke his mind. You know, and so I could understand some of the firings, like Stephania Bell. She used to be on NFL Fantasy Live. I thought she sucked. I didn't know why she was on there. Oh, he's got to pull the hamstring. That usually takes 2 weeks. Hell, I can pull that up and see it myself. Mm-hmm. I understand that one. Carl Ravitch, baseball, Sunday Night Baseball for 33 years. You don't do that to that dude. I mean, the cuts they made and how they went about doing it was classless. So my whole thing would be, if I'm in that media specter, if I'm at ESPN and NBC speaks to me, hell, I'm leaving just like how y'all would have cut me.
That's right.
I mean, it's amazing how I got to stay stuck to a contract, but yet you can screw me when you're ready to. Mm-hmm. There's no loyalty there. And for, you know, everybody thought Stephen A could do. Stephen A couldn't do nothing about that. They basically told, I mean, nothing. I mean, this brother it was deplorable how he was done.
Yeah, Stephen A even said that everybody, I mean, that comes from people that's higher up than me, that higher up than him. He doesn't make those decisions. Yeah, he's a face of a lot. He makes more than everybody else that got fired. But that don't mean he's not the final boss. And people do get misconstrued of the power that he does have. People think that he's more powerful than he actually is. But that's the leg that's across that he has to bear. But with Ryan Clark, that was just disrespectful. And don't get me wrong, he's going to bounce back. It's not like he's out of it. I mean, he's still got the pivot. He still can go anywhere else. I mean, he's not going to be short of work. But people get tired of ESPN doing what they're doing to these guys, man. They're not just gonna keep getting away with this. That was nasty work. Complete nasty work. And to compound that, also doesn't that look good in their eyes, Mark? Is I don't know if they leaked this out on purpose or not, but they also Pat McAfee is due for a contract.
$60 million a year.
Yeah. So what is this really about?
I don't even care for that dude's show, but it is what it is.
No, he's going to be on College Game Day now. He's taking over College Game Day.
Damn.
College Game, like remember Lee Corso, Kirk Herbstreit, all them College Game. No, they're gone. They're doing
they had to get rid of Lee Corso. Hell, he couldn't even walk.
Yeah, I think he retired. And Kirk Herbstreit, he's not gonna be. It's gonna be Pat McAfee and a guest. That's
what happened with Kirk. What happened with Kirk Herbstreit?
I don't know. He's gonna be a correspondent, but College Game Day is going to consist of Pat McAfee and maybe Kirk Herbstreit as a guest. But they changed their whole landscape coming up. All of it's going to look different. It's not going to be the same as it was before. But the thing is, I'm not surprised with ESPN because they do this every year. Every year they have these layoffs and these firings, but this is the way they did Ryan Clark has been the most disrespectful way, and they done this in a long time. You don't fire the man while he's working, while he's on the air. You gonna send the message while he's on air. Come on, man. Like Lil Boosie said, come on, man. It's nothing.
I'll put it to you like this. He didn't deserve any of that. And everybody got bills to pay, so ain't nobody gonna say too much is still there. But it sucked.
Yeah, it sucked. Well, Mark, we gotta get on out here. I want to say before we bounce, Godspeed to Coach Kyle Shanahan. I didn't even know he was in a car accident until this morning.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, he suffered a major car accident back on July 14th, and they're just ESPN is just.
They say he got messed up pretty bad.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, broken nose, concussion, and all other kind. I mean, I don't know the full details of it, but yeah, it was bad, and they kept this one under wraps because nobody knew about this one apparently.
No,
but
it almost makes me wonder. I shouldn't say that. Like, was dude drunk? I mean, I'm trying to figure out why they kept that so quiet.
I have no. I don't know.
Hell, if that had been Mike Tomlin or somebody, that'd have been at the top of the newscast.
Yes, it would have. Or even Nick Sirianni. I don't think we could have leaked that one. Stop that one from getting out there. At least I don't think so.
Boy, they know how to keep stuff quiet when they want to, don't they?
Yes, they do. And they couldn't keep this one. They couldn't keep this
Hell, they
one.
kept it quiet for a while. Because I saw that thing this morning too. I said, this might be a hoax.
Well, they did. They did a better job than the government doing with Mitch McConnell.
I don't know what's happening with that cat. I quit. I don't know, whatever.
I should. I should. I should stick. I should stick to sports. Yeah. Look, man, we gotta get out of here, man.
I'll
Thank
holler at
you.
y'all later.
Thank you, Mark, for joining me. Yo, shout out to Joe Hickey. Thank you for joining me. Everybody online that on Facebook and YouTube that done stuck it out with me today. Thank y'all so much, man, for rocking me out for this Saturday. I'm
Hey,
gonna
Mill,
get
we
out.
made it work. We made it work. We missed the other fellows, but we made it work.
Yeah, but they'll be back next week, and it's going to be off. It's going to be off the chain again. It's Studio W Sports page as always. I'll see you in church tomorrow.